It's getting better
Yes, sir, I'm getting better.
day by day.
Yeah, day by day.
Inshallah, sir. Yes, sir.
So how long have you been learning here? How long has it been?
Sir, for 3 months.
I have been learning
Oh,
for 2 months.
2 to 3 months is quite enough. So you're already speaking. It's good.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, it's good.
Actually, language is different things, sir. Actually.
Language is different thing. You need
Mm,
a lot of words.
yes.
Okay, yesterday I told you can do the inversion as well. In the type 1, you can do the inversion like a should. Sometime we are not using if, we are using should. Like I said, should you fall ill, the company will pay your hospital expenses. It means if you fall ill, sometime you find it. कभी कभार ऐसा भी होगा कि you will find with a sentence with the should. Should is an inversion. That is called an inversion. Sometimes we are using question inversion. Yeah, like a should you fall ill means if you fall ill. Same. अगर आप बीमार हो जाएं, like should you fall ill, the company will pay all the hospital expense. Like if you fall ill, so you may find it, or you may find this sentence, this type of sentence. So you will get a little surprised. So what is this? How can we use it? Like I said, should you get late? Same like if you get late. Sometime you will find the sentence like that. So they will start from the should. It's called the question inversion. So these are the inversion are also possible in the type 1. That is also possible. Like if plus should we can use, or like sometime you can find only should. Like should you get late, or should you lose your job? Like if you lose your job, or with the should when something is possibility is very much weaker. Like if you should fall ill, same, or should you fall ill, or if you fall ill, all are the same. Should you fall ill, if you should fall ill, or if you fall ill, अगर आप बीमार हो जाएं, same. So you need to know, should you fall ill, if you fall ill, if you should fall ill, all are the same. The Urdu meaning is same. Maybe the English is a little different, but the meaning is same. So you need to know this. No? Don't get worried when you come across with this type of sentences. So don't you think, oh, yeah, what is this? We haven't learned it. That is why I'm telling you. So you can note it. Should is like a question inversion. Like should you fall ill, if you fall ill, or if you should fall ill. अगर आप बीमार हो जाएं, the Urdu will remain same. But English is a little bit different, but the meaning is same. So don't get worried about it. Okay, you got it now. Should you fall ill, if you fall ill, or if you should get fall ill,
Yes,
all have the same meaning. Like I said, if you should get late, or should you get late, or if you get late, all have the same meaning. अगर आप late हो जाएं, है ना? मैं बताऊं, should it rain, or if should rain, or if it rains, all have the same meaning. कि अगर बारिश हो जाए, don't come. Should it rain, don't come. So, okay, that was the first condition. That is why I want to clear, because some of the students were getting worried yesterday. So how can we use should plus? So should is giving the same, but this is called the inversion, the question inversion. Okay, let me share the screen as well. Of type 2 we will start today. Let me share the screen as well. Wait for a while. Wait, let me share the screen for you of type 2. We're going to work for the type 2.
Sir, screen is not visible.
Yeah, I'm going to show it. Wait for a while. Basically, screen doesn't matter to me because I'm explaining. It doesn't matter to the screen whether the screen is showing or not, because I'm not going according to screen. I'm not teaching according to screen. I'm teaching according to detail. That is why screen doesn't matter. Okay, there you go. Type 1. Type 1. And that is type 1 as well. And that is type 2. You can take a look at a type 2 as well.
Conditional.
Mic off कर दे सब.
Yeah, keep your mic off so I can speak. Okay, the second conditional. What is second conditional? In a second conditional means what? Imaginary situation. Okay. The past tense express an unreal condition. Remember it. Okay. What is second conditional? Second conditional is unreal past. Okay. What is second conditional?
Imaginary situation.
Yeah, imaginary present, like an unreal present when that is not true in the present. When something is not true in the present, this is called the second conditional. We use second conditional type to the something is unreal in the present or future as well. Okay, unreal means something is impossible, imaginary, contrary to the fact or distant from the reality. यानी सब क्या है? Unreal है. All are unreal. यानी कोई भी चीज सच नहीं है. Whether it's a present or the future. वो present से दूर है. It's reality away from the reality. Reality से हट के. So that is why we are using past simple. If clause we are using with the past simple or past continuous or could. Or with the main clause we can use would, could, might or would be plus ing form as well. I'll explain. If clause के साथ हम past simple या past continuous को use कर सकते हैं और could को use कर सकते हैं. Okay. For the main clause we can use would, could, might or would be plus ing form of the verb. This is the basic rule. Whenever we are talking about the unreal situation, like I said, if I knew I would tell you. If I knew, अगर मुझे पता होता, it's mean I don't know. Okay. If I knew, I would tell you. What does it mean? It's mean I don't know. That is why I'm using unreal. If I knew, I would tell you. Or like I said, if I became a president, I would help you. Yeah, I would change Pakistan. Unreal. मैं बन ही नहीं सकता. That's impossible for me because I'm not in a politics. If someone is politics, he can use the type 1. I'm not in a politics. I said, if I became, second form of the verb. If I became a president, I would change Pakistan. So what does it mean? It means I'm talking about the unreal situation in the present. Something is not possible and something is away from the reality. कोई हकीकत से कोई चीज दूर है. So that is we call the second conditional. You need to know whether you go for a question. Like I said, what would you do if you lose your job? If you lost your job? What would you do? आप क्या करते अगर आपकी जॉब चली जाती लेकिन अभी आपकी जॉब नहीं गई है? I'm just imagining a situation. Like I said, what would you do if rain started? आप क्या करते अगर बारिश शुरू हो जाती? That is also the imagination. I am talking about the imaginary present or imaginary future. Like I said, अगर कल छुट्टी होती, it's imagining. Tomorrow is not off. I said if tomorrow were holiday, I would teach you. मैं आपको पढ़ाता. So that is what? That is the imaginary present. So remember that we can use imaginary present or imaginary future as well. Okay, that is the basic definition. Okay, like type 2, talk about the imaginary situation in the if clause. We speculate means andada and their imaginary consequences in the main clauses. Though the past tense are used in the reference is not the past time. लेकिन time, let me tell you one thing. हम past simple तो use कर रहे हैं लेकिन हम बात past की नहीं कर रहे. Remember this. We are not talking about the past. We are talking about the present, but we are using past simple. यहाँ past simple past की बात नहीं कर रहा. Remember this. We are using past simple for the imaginary present. Past simple we are not using for the past time. Okay, this is what you need to understand. Like I said, if I were So I'm not talking about the past, I'm talking about the present, because the situation is unreal. That is why I'm using the past simple for the unreal present. Present की imaginary position के लिए हम past simple को use कर रहे हैं for the present, not for the past. Okay. That is why the past simple is used and often called the unreal past, unreal present. What is this? इसको हम क्या कहते हैं? We call it unreal present. That is not the reality. In the type 1, we talk about the thing which possibly happen and consider the real consequences for the future. अच्छा, part 1 में यानी type 1 में what we are doing, part 1 में हम लोग possible future के बारे में बात कर रहे हैं. But here we are talking about not the possible future. Here we are talking about the unreal past, unreal present. That is why we are using the past simple. Depending on the attitude of the speaker, a type 2 conditional can be used in the place of type 1 describing something is reasonably possible. So, like I give you one sentence. Like I said, if I caught the early train, I'm talking about unreal future. If I caught the early train tomorrow, I would be in New York by lunchtime. Like I said, if I caught early train tomorrow, unreal future. यानी अगर मैं कल अर्ली ट्रेन पकड़ लेता तो मैं लंच टाइम तक पहुंच जाता in the future. Remember this, we can talk about the future as well, unreal future. Like if we stayed in a hotel, it would be expensive. अगर हम होटल में रुकते तो हमें महंगा पड़ता. Okay. And the type 1 we express the action and open possibility. जो हम type 1 use कर रहे हैं, that is the open possibilities are there. We may or may not stay in the hotel. है ना, अगर मैं बोलता हूँ if we stay in the hotel, it will be expensive. कि शायद हम होटल में रुकते या शायद ना रुकते. But type 2 expresses the action as theoretical possibility, only something is distant from the reality. लेकिन part 2 में ऐसी कोई हकीकत है ही नहीं. ना हम होटल में रुके, ना वो हमें महंगा पड़ा. Okay, that is what we call the part 2. And the part 2 we can use state, action, possession, we can use all. Like I can give you a sentence. Like I said, if I was taller, I would become a policeman. The state one. Like I said, अगर मैं लंबा होता तो मैं पुलिस में होता और या पुलिस वाला बन जाता. With a have like a possession, I said if I had any money, I would leave my home. अगर मेरे पास पैसे होते तो मैं अपना घर छोड़ देता. या I would leave Pakistan, में पाकिस्तान में चला जाता. If I took taxi, I would get there quicker. अगर मैं टैक्सी ले लेता तो मैं वहां जल्दी पहुंच जाता. This is also imaginary. If I could see me, if you could see me now, है ना, अगर आप मुझे अभी देख सकते हैं, like if I could see me now, you would laugh your head off. आप हंस के पागल हो जाते. If it rained tomorrow, we would stay at home. अगर कल बारिश होती तो हम घर पर रुकते. This is also about the unreal future and the unreal present. Remember this. Second conditional is unreal. उसमें सच नहीं है. There is no reality in it. If you want to give a negative, so we'll give a negative in the past simple. Like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if he didn't try to blackmail you. कि मैं surprise नहीं होता अगर वो आपको blackmail करता. Okay. Like if you didn't stay up so late every evening, you wouldn't feel so sleepy in the morning. अगर आप रोजाना हर शाम देर तक नहीं जागते तो आपको नींद नहीं आती. That is also imaginary. Like I said, if you went by train, you would get there earlier. अगर आप ट्रेन से जाते तो आप जल्दी पहुंच जाते. Like I said, if I were rich, अगर मैं अमीर होता, I'm not rich.
सर हम आई के
Like I
साथ
said,
वर्ड क्यों लगा रहे हैं?
Imaginary. Usually we are using was, but here we
Yes,
are
sir.
imagining. क्योंकि हम तस्वर कर रहे हैं, it's not real. So that is why we are using were, not was. Was is
Like
also correct.
if you were CEO in company, you could get more opportunities. ये ठीक है इस तरह से?
हाँ बिल्कुल. If you were
Okay.
in company, yeah. If you were rich, अगर आप अमीर होते. Here were we are using was is also correct, but were we are using because we are imagining the situation, na, because the situation is not real. सिचुएशन क्या है, डिपेंड्स ऑन इमेजिनरी एंड स्पेकुलेशन, यानी तस्वुरात पे बेस है। इसमें कुछ भी सच नहीं है ना, है ही नहीं मेरे पास तो, है ना। जैसे मैं बोलता हूँ अगर मैं लंबा होता, आई एम नॉट टॉलर, आई एम जस्ट लाइंग, दिस सिचुएशन इज लाइंग एंड ऑल अबाउट द इमेजिनरी, बिकॉज व्हाई आई एम रिग्रेटिंग इट, क्योंकि मुझे रिग्रेट है अंदर से, मैं लंबा नहीं हूँ ना, तो मैं बोलता हूँ अगर मैं लंबा होता तो मैं
सर
क्या बोलूंगा, if I,
ये तो ख्वाहिश भी हो गई ना, एक
हाँ
ख्वाहिश।
बिल्कुल, रिग्रेट भी तो है, जब भी तो मैं यूज कर रहा हूँ, दैट इज व्हाई आई एम यूजिंग, कि अगर मैं लंबा होता तो मैं तेज भागता, होता इफ आई वर टॉलर आई वुड रन फास्ट, मैं लंबा हुई नहीं, दैट इज द रिग्रेट एज वेल। एक
सर
तरह
फिर
का
तो
मुझे
ये भी
अफसोस
तो
भी
यूज
है,
कर सकते हैं ना, वुड डेट आई वर।
बिल्कुल सही, वुड दैट भी यूज हो सकता है, दैट इज अदर कंडीशनल्स। जी। अच्छा, सेकंड मेन क्लॉज में वी कैन यूज कुड एज वेल, लाइक आई सेड इफ आई हैड मनी आई कुड हेल्प यू, अगर मेरे पास पैसे होते तो मैं आपकी मदद कर सकता, पॉसिबिलिटी, something is I would be able to do it, or I said I might, I said if I were rich I might help you, अगर मैं अमीर होता तो मैं शायद आपकी मदद करता। Second clause we can use, remember we can use would, could or might, and the if clause we can use past simple and the past continuous. Suppose I said if AC were running I would be sleeping, अगर AC चल रहा होता तो मैं सो रहा होता, that is the past continuous, you can run it, है ना। Like I said if she was or she were sitting here I would be teaching her, अगर वो यहाँ बैठी भी होती तो मैं उसको पढ़ा रहा होता, so that is also
Sir, we
possible.
can't use was.
हाँ, we can use was is also correct, but imagination, that is why we are using were. Was is also correct if she was here or if she were here, but usually we are using, for the second conditional we are using were for imaginary situation. Whenever we are talking about the imaginary situation, was is also correct, we can use the was as well, was is not wrong,
Okay.
but usually we are using were. If she were, if I were, if you were, like I said if I were king, है ना, मैं बताऊं अगर मैं किंग होता, मैं तो नहीं हूं, I'm not king at all, because I'm imagining the situation. Like I said if I were the president, I'm not the president, I'm just imagining I'm just imagining the situation, है ना, because I would, I could, I might, I said if I were president I could, I might, I would help you, I could help you, I might help you, I might guide you, I might give you a job. Like I said if I was or if I were better qualified, है ना, मैं बोलता हूँ अगर मैं पढ़ा लिखा होता, it's mean I'm not qualified. Like I said if I were more qualified I would apply for a job, अगर मैं और qualified होता तो मैं जॉब के लिए अप्लाई करता, this is what I'm imagining the situation. मैं बोलता हूँ अगर मेरे पास टाइम होता तो मैं आपको और पढ़ाता, it's mean I don't have time. I said if I had more time I would teach you more, if I had more time I would teach you more, I would take another class if I had more time. अगर मेरे पास टाइम होता तो मैं आपको एक और क्लास लेता, I would take another class if I had time. See, that is called the conditional sentences we are using whenever we are imagining the situation in present. Here the past simple we are not using for the past, here the past simple we are using for the present. Yes, Miss Sidra.
Assalamu alaikum, sir. Sir, is it right sentence? If I were better in English, I could speak English.
Oh, you can use it. Could in the main clause. You can use could, might, and would in the main clause, and if with the past simple. If I were better qualified, I could speak well. Oh, that is
Okay, sir.
correct.
Thank you.
You can use it. Okay, we are using if plus were to advise someone. You know, like if I were you, अगर मैं आपकी जगह होता, we often use this expression to give advice. Like I said, if I were you, I would give more time. अगर मैं आपकी जगह होता तो मैं और टाइम देता, और if I were you I would accept their offer, अगर मैं आपकी जगह होता तो वो ऑफर एक्सेप्ट कर लेता. और I said if I were Jane, अगर मैं जेन की जगह होता, या if I were अहमद, Yeah, if I were in the position of Jane, yeah, in the Jane's position, I would leave this job. Yeah. अब बोलते हैं, if I were you, I would take advantage of this class. अगर मैं आपकी जगह होता तो मैं इस क्लास का क्या करता, एडवांटेज लेता. I would learn more. I would give more time. मैं all time देती. Okay. There are some sentences you can see. If I had time, he would study well for his exam, but he doesn't have time. If it were raining, we would go for a picnic. That is also possible, but it is not raining. That's all about the unreal present. But we are using the past simple for the unreal present. Situation present की है, but we are using past simple not for the past. We are using past simple for the unreal present. हम past simple को कब use कर रहे हैं? तस्वुराती present के लिए, but we are not talking about the past. Like I said, if I were you, or I said, if my house were in the forest, I would walk constantly. But my house is not in a forest. अगर मेरा घर जंगल में होता तो मैं पैदल चलती हर वक्त, constantly पैदल चलती थी. If I were you, I would want to be a doctor. अगर मैं तुम्हारी जगह होती तो मैं डॉक्टर बन जाती. If I understand what the teacher said, I could tell you. अगर मेरे समझ आता टीचर क्या कह रहे हैं तो मैं आपको करता. If she were not ill, she wouldn't go to the school. But she is ill. अगर वो बीमार ना होती तो स्कूल जाती. If I were a chairman, I would offer you a new different ideas, but I'm not. If you participated in the election, people would choose you, but you don't participate. Okay.
Sir, if I
Second-
were on the moon, my name would on Guinness Book of Record. It's right.
That is awesome. Yeah, it's right. If I were on the moon, or if I was on the moon.
Okay, sir.
सर इसको कैसे बोलेंगे? अगर मैं तुम्हारी जगह होता तो मैं उसको जवाब देता.
If I were you, I would reply you.
If I were you, I would reply.
If I were you, I would reply. अगर मैं आपकी जगह होता तो मैं
नहीं.
reply देता.
यही मंगाया है, ये 2 पीस मंगाए हैं.
If I were you, it means if I
हाँ?
were in your position. अगर मैं आपकी जगह होती,
सिंगल
something
पीस
like
मंगाया
that.
ऐसे.
If I were
ये
you, if I were you means अगर मैं आपकी जगह होती, है ना. आप इसमें सवाल भी कर सकते हैं. Like, what would you do if you were in my position? Yeah, if you were me, what would you do? What would you do if
Yes,
you were
sir.
in my position? What would you do if you were a teacher? आप क्या करते अगर आप टीचर होती हैं? अगर आप मेरी जगह होती तो क्या करते? What would you do if you were me?
I would open my own academy.
Yeah, I used to think like that. I
Yes,
used to
sir.
think like that. It's not as easy as you think. To start an institute, it's not as easy.
No,
In the past I started, but I couldn't run properly. I started my own center. Not now, maybe 15 years ago. I started my own center, but I couldn't run it. Although I tried a lot, and I couldn't find better person because I was alone. I couldn't run it. I tried it. If I had someone, I would have run it. If I had some more people, I would have run it. See, I used the third condition over here. Okay. If I were you, it means if I were in your position, I would accept there. Okay, let's do one thing. I will ask you to practice some second conditional. Can you give me any second conditional sentences? Can you try? So you can speak some sentences of second conditional. Like with the past simple. 1 minute, please. 1 minute. So have you been called yet or not? You haven't. Okay. I'll ask you to call you guys. Okay, just sorry, I received a call. Yes, can you give me some sentences of second
If I were
conditional?
money, I would help poor people.
Sir,
If I had money, not were money. If I had money.
Oh, I had money.
Yeah.
Sir, had type 3
Sir, ये भी हो सकता है,
situation.
if I were rich.
No, had के आगे third form आएगी, that is type 3. That is a possession verb. If I had money, had means possession. अगर मेरे पास पैसे होते in my possession.
Yes, teacher. Yes, sir. If I had some money,
Sir, ये हो सकता
a
है, if
lot
I
of
were.
money, I help lot of people. Yes, ma'am. Sir,
Sir,
I
ये हो
was
सकता है, I were rich and I would buy
Yeah, that is also. Yeah, if I were rich,
all the things. I would buy
I would buy
all the things.
everything. I would buy everything, all things. Yeah, that is also possible.
sir. I were teacher. If I were teacher, uh, I could. I couldn't. I could teaching, sir.
I could
Is it
teach.
right? I
If
could
I were a
teach.
teacher, I could teach well.
Okay.
Sir, if my
I teach
grammar were good, I could speak fluent English.
Yeah, if my grammar were good, I could teach fluent English.
Yes, sir.
If
Sir,
we
can
were,
I? Sir, can
Yeah,
I
yeah,
make?
please. Yeah. One
Uh,
minute, please try.
if my country's current situation is good, I would open my own clinic.
Not is were good.
Okay, if my
Unreal,
country.
unreal.
Okay, sir. If my country's current situation were good, I would open my own clinic.
That is good sentence. Very good.
sir, if we were ate fast food, we gain lots of weight.
Yeah, if we ate more fast food, we would get more weight.
यहाँ word नहीं लगाएंगे फिर.
Verb because action verb is available. When
Okay,
action
sir.
verb is not available, use were or had. If we ate, like I said, if I spoke French, I would be happy. अगर मैं French बोलता तो मैं खुश होता. Yes. Can anybody else try? If I were you.
Sir, if I
what would
had
you-
more facilities, I would open my center. Is it right?
Yes. If I had more facilities.
Yes, teacher. If you had good health, you couldn't long enough it at dinner at night. Teacher, sorry.
Correct it. Make it again.
Okay.
देखें.
Okay.
First
Yeah.
take a formula in your mind.
Yeah.
देखिए. अरे इससे बड़ी मंगाओ ना. 170 वाली मंगा लो. दिए तो है पैसे इसको और. जाओ लेकर आओ बड़ी वाली. हाँ दिए तो है पैसे और जाओ बड़ी लेके आओ. Yes.
Sir, if
If I
we
did
देखें. See first see
we
the formula.
forget
Follow
verbs
the
name.
formula. First follow the formula. देखें. एक साइड पे past simple आएगा या past continuous आएगा if के साथ. Okay, I'm explaining you first. Follow the formula. If you don't follow the formula, you cannot make the sentence. दूसरी साइड पे आप would लगा सकती हैं, could लगा सकती हैं और might लगा सकती हैं. Okay, या तो past continuous या past simple with if के साथ. And other side you can use would, could or might. This is what you need to do. ऐसे नहीं बनेगा जैसे आप चाह रही है ना. So आप formula देखें first of all. If plus past simple. Like I said, if
Excuse me,
I
sir.
ate more, I would get fat. अगर मैं ज्यादा खाता तो मैं मोटा हो जाता. Would, could or might. And we use past simple or past continuous. Follow the formula first. You can take a look at your screen as well. See the formula. Okay, here you go. See in your screen the formula first. You need to follow that formula first. Without following the formula, you cannot make it by your own. First follow the formula, then you can put your sentences. Past progressive or could. Have you seen the formula now? See the formula first. Then you can make a sentence of your own. Because without looking at the formula, if you are making a sentence, you may go wrong. Have you seen the formula now?
सर BFV का full form क्या है सर?
G,
BFV का full form
base form of the verb, first form of the verb.
क्या सर?
This is the formula. If plus past simple. Past simple means second form of the verb. Past continuous means fourth form of the verb. Could means first form of the verb. Would plus first form. Could plus first form. Might plus first form. BF
Right.
means base form, first form. Base form of the verb. First form of the verb. Like I said, if I were you, I wouldn't do that.
Slim.
अगर
Sir,
मैं आपकी
is
जगह
it
होता तो मैं ये नहीं करता.
if I wouldn't eat more, I were sleep, I were slim.
हाँ, that is also possible. I were slim. If I didn't eat more, अगर ज़्यादा नहीं खाते तो मैं slim होती. Okay.
Okay, sir.
That is also possible. अच्छा,
Sir,
if I were you, how would you
if we
advise someone?
Muslim,
Like I said,
we would
if I
follow
were,
one culture. Is it right?
yes. If I were you, like I said, if you were me, what would you do? If you were me, what would you do? Or if I were you, what would you do? If I were you, I would speak more. I would take advantage of these classes. If I were you, I would take advantage of these classes. Okay. This is the second conditional, means it's not the reality. All are the imaginary. All are based on the lie. It's not reality. कुछ सच नहीं है इसमें. All are based on imagination. All are based on imagination. सब क्या है? All
Sir,
are
which are the more common in
imagination.
open?
इसमें nothing is fact. Like I said, if I knew the facts, I could tell you, or I might tell you. अगर मुझे फैक्ट पता होते तो मैं शायद आपको बता सकता या बता देता. Like I said, if he were here, he could help us. Ability. If he were here, he might help us. Possibility. If he failed, he should try again, or the duty. We can use could, might as well with the main clause. You need to remember the main clause may we can also use could and might as well. It's not necessary you are using would all the time. If you are using the would all the time, that is not necessary. You can use could. है ना, जैसे मैं बोलता हूँ अगर मेरे पर होते तो मैं उड़ सकता. So what would I say? If I had wings,
If I had
could-
wings, I
If I have
could
wings,
fly.
could
I
fly.
fly.
Yes.
Yeah.
If I were rich,
Like I said,
I might help needy people.
If I were rich, I might help needy people. Very nice.
Sir, how to make sentence
Like,
with plus could?
हाँ, if you could help me, I might be happy. अगर आप मेरी मदद कर सकती तो मैं खुश होता. Like I said, if you could speak well, अगर आप अच्छा बोल सकती, we can use if plus could means also ability. I said if you could speak well, I might be happy. अगर आप अच्छा बोल सकती तो मैं शायद खुश होता. Yeah, I would be happy तो मैं खुश होता. Like I said, if you could run a business, I would be glad. Or I would help you if you could run business. अगर आप business
अच्छा,
चला
तो हम
सकती तो
दोनों
मैं.
के साथ could यूज नहीं कर सकते ना? अगर हम if के
नहीं,
साथ could यूज करें तो मेन
हाँ,
क्लॉज
तो
में भी could
आगे
यूज नहीं कर सकते.
नहीं,
Only one
definitely
time
double
use.
ability. Definitely, it's giving the ability. That is why one time
Okay,
ability we
okay,
can
okay.
use. Acha, we can use
Yes, sir, I
would
understand.
plus ing as well. Like I said, if I were sleeping, I would be dreaming. Past continuous we can also use. If I were sleeping, I would be dreaming. है ना? अगर मैं सो रहा होता तो मैं ख्वाब देख रहा होता. It is also possible. We can use would be plus ing as well. Remember this. Past continuous you can use would be plus ing form as well. Like if I were sleeping, I would be dreaming. If I were teaching,
I would be learning.
I said if I were taking rest. if I were taking rest, अगर मैं आराम कर रही होती, है ना, or if I were watching English movie, I would be enjoying, I would be
So if I
learning.
have taken rest, I feel relaxed. I could relax.
I could relax. That is also possible. Like if I had taken pill, I could relax. अगर मैंने दवा खा ली होती तो मैं relax करती.
I could better. Yeah, I could better.
I could
Yeah.
feel better. I
I
could
could
feel
feel-
better.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would feel better. Yeah, I might feel better. All are the correct. Let's see the sentences. See some of the sentences. If I had money, I would give you. Main clause, if clause. इसका मतलब क्या है? देखें, see the meaning as well and see the formula. Two things are here. You can see the formula and you can see the meaning. Meaning means I don't have, मेरे पास नहीं है. If I had money, what does it mean? मेरे पास नहीं है ना.
Yeah.
That is why I said if I had money, it's mean I don't have.
I could.
Reality,
I could
what is?
give you.
हाँ, I would give you. I could give you. अगर मेरे पास पैसे होते, what does it? It means. It means I don't have money. मेरे पास नहीं है. जब भी तो मैं बोल रहा हूँ imaginary. That is an imaginary situation. है ना? If I, like I said, if I were rich, it's mean I'm not rich. जब भी तो मुझे regret है. That is why I have a regret. मुझे इसी बात को तो अफसोस है. That is why I'm making an imaginary situation. है ना? अगर मैं बोलता हूँ अगर मैं लंबा होता तो मुझे क्या है? मुझे regret है, इस बात का अफसोस है, पछतावा है. So that is why I'm using the imaginary situation. तसव्वुर मैं क्यों कर रहा हूँ? क्योंकि that is not real. है ना? Like I said, अगर मैं अमीर होता, so I have a regret. मैं इस बात पे क्या हूँ? थोड़ा सा पशेमा हूँ, शर्मिंदा हूँ कि मेरे पैसे ही नहीं है यार. So that is why I'm imagining the situation. Situation imagining क्यों कर रहा हूँ? The question is that because I don't have that thing. मेरे पास वो चीज नहीं है. है ना? जैसे आप मुझसे बोलते हैं, sir, if I could speak like you, I would be really happy. है ना? आप बोलते हैं, सर अगर हम आपके जैसे बोल सकते, so it's mean you don't have it.
वो तो मोबाइल में
है ना? Like I said, if I could speak like you, if I could speak like you, then I will be really happy. Yeah, I would be really happy. So it's mean आपके पास कोई चीज नहीं है. That is why you are regretting. You regret it. You don't have it. That is the one reason you are regretting, and that is the one reason you are using second conditional. Why you are using second conditional? Because you are regretting about
Sir,
the
is
present.
it right? I wouldn't call her if I had her number.
I would call her if I had her number. तो फोन करती अगर मेरे पास नंबर होता. Okay, it's mean you don't have her number.
Sir, I wouldn't
That is
call
why
her
you are-
if I had her number. I wouldn't
if
call
I
her.
had had, that is a unreal past. It's not unreal present then.
Okay, sir.
Unreal past is a past perfect and past perfect continuous plus would have, could have, or might have. I will teach you tomorrow. No worries. That is why we are doing the second conditional.
दस ने मोबाइल है बहुत सारी छुट गई नहीं
Okay.
कर ली थी
Sir, if I had leg, I could walk.
Yeah.
I could walk. Yeah,
I could,
can walk.
not can, could.
Oh, I could walk. Okay.
Sir, if
Yes.
Amna had generosity, Alia could not suffer her pain.
Yeah, that is correct. अगर होती, it means she doesn't have.
Yes, sir.
Oh.
If he had courage, he might participate in local body election. Sir, is that right?
They are all right. It means she doesn't have regret. You have a regret about it. That is why you are feeling. अच्छा, basically second conditional is all about the imagination. हम imagination क्यों कर रहे हैं? The question is that because we have a regret. हमें पछतावा है किसी बात का, है ना? जैसे मुझे पछतावा, मैं गरीब हूँ. Suppose मैं बोलता हूँ if I were rich. So what is this? There is a regret. मुझे किसी बात का दुख है. That is why I am imagining the situation. मैं imagine क्यों कर रही हूँ? या आप क्यों कर रही हैं? The question is that. It's mean you don't have something. आपके पास कुछ नहीं है. है ना? अगर आप बोलती हैं if I had wings, नहीं है आपके wings, आपको इस बात का पछतावा है, दुख है यार मेरे पर नहीं है. If I had wings, I could fly. अगर मेरे पर होते तो मैं उड़ जाती, या मैं उड़ सकती.
I could fly a lot.
हाँ, that is a regret you have. आपको इस बात का regret है, पछतावा है कि यार ये चीज मेरे पास है ही नहीं. So अगर आपको किसी इंसान का पछतावा है, कि if I were you, अगर मैं आपकी जगह होती, ये भी पछतावा है, that is a regret as well. हम क्यों कहते हैं if I were you, है ना? If you were me, अगर आप मेरी जगह होती हैं, अगर आप मेरी जगह होते, what would you do? आप क्या करते?
You can understand. Yes, sir.
I said if you were me, what would you do? और अब मैं बोलता हूँ if I were you, मैं आपकी जगह होता, है ना? मैं बोलता हूँ if I were you, I would give more time to the English language. I would become more serious if I were you. Because in the past, I learned English very difficultly. It was not easy. When I was learning in 2000, it was very hard to learn at that time. Now it's very easy to learn due to Zoom, due to movies, due to internet. At that time,
Yes,
there was
sir,
no
you're
internet.
right.
Yeah, it's very
Yes,
easy
sir.
now. When I was learning in 2001, 2002, there was no internet. Internet was not common at that time. And movie was not on internet. There was no internet. So it was very hard for me to learn. So like I can say, if I were you, I would work hard. अगर मैं आपकी जगह होता तो मैं मेहनत करता. I would revise daily. If I were you, I would revise.
Sir, is it right? If we were taking physical classes, we wouldn't get these type of opportunities.
I am teaching physical as well. Very rare.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But in SKH, like they are providing a whole day classes, so it's not possible to get in a physical classes. So I'm just saying
But
that.
this is, the
And-
thing is that all are the teachers are good here. You are very lucky.
Yes.
You are having
Yes,
a
sir.
different teachers.
Yes,
Male,
sir.
female,
That's
all
why
the good.
we are really
All are the
appreciating and we
experienced.
are
Like I've been
feel-
teaching. Sarasid has been teaching for a long time. All are the good teachers. And that is the
Yes.
good, different flavor you are getting from the different teachers. Yeah.
Yes, yes, sir. All are really good teacher, and we are taking like all the classes of all the teachers. So that is the like a big achievement I can say, or that is the best thing.
Yeah.
Sir, is it
I was
right
the first.
that I? Yes, sir.
I was the first teacher. I was the first teacher with Sarasid when he started. I was the first teacher with him. He appointed me first because he was my neighbor at that time. So we were neighbor. So I
So
was the
that's-
first. Yeah, I was the first teacher because he was teaching alone before me. I was the first teacher who appointed. Then he appointed other teachers. But I left due to the
That's
call
really
center. I
great.
left.
They
Yeah,
like it's
I reached.
created by a chain. So that's really amazing.
No, I rejoined him after maybe a year because I joined a call center. That's why I couldn't teach. That was the one reason. So I rejoined him. He asked me, would you like to take a class? I said, I'm at the call center. Sometime I might have to take calls. He said, okay, you can take calls while you're teaching. Doesn't matter. I said, rarely it happens, but sometime I have to take calls. So that is why I was the first teacher at SKH. Later on, he joined others. And I was really scared to teach online. That was my first experience at SKH, teach online. Because I never taught. I had never taught. I had never taught online
and
before.
sir, it's my for me, I
How's
can
this
say it's my
experience,
first
sir?
base experience like taking online classes.
How's your
Because I always
experience, sir?
prefer physical classes, but by taking like sketch classes, I really feel good or appreciate that it's some online classes are really best. They are providing
Yeah.
huge classes
Let
or
it go,
just
Sister
providing
Hasib.
so much things over here. And
Yes,
that's why
Manisha,
we
you are
like
absolutely right.
yes, like after SKH, I really feel that I build my confidence over here and the fluency in my languages, because before SKH
That's
I
good.
know the grammar, but I don't speak too much in front of my sister or in front of my husband, because they are really good in English. But after SKH, I try to speak on with them in English, or I never feel like any hesitation or anything. So I can say that I have achieved a lot over here.
Yeah.
Sir,
When I started teaching, the students started learning a lot. It's true.
Yes, sir.
When I started, and Sarasi was already teaching. When I started, students started liking me. So that is why Sarasi gave me another class. That was the first test class I had. And then after that,
How's your experience, sir?
yeah, it was good because I was the
Sir,
first
yes,
teacher.
sir. How was your experience?
It was
Yes.
good because I took the first
Sir,
class.
I think by
This
teaching
is my
other
favorite
students, you
platform,
yeah,
sir. This is my
yeah,
great
this is an
platform, my
amazing
favorite
platform.
platform. because
That is why.
really this is very important
That
for
is why
me.
I rejoined as well. That is why I rejoined. I think you might have.
Okay,
You
sir.
might not know me before, or you might have heard about me. Or some of the students they knew me, but now the students are quite less. But I used to have a lot of students in my class, like 50, 60, 70 students when the COVID was running. At that time, we had a lot of students in one class, but now there are not too many students here. Not very less of the students are taking classes. But at the time of the COVID, we had a lot of students in.
So in the COVID period, we don't know about this platform. If we knew that platform, we would definitely join earlier
अच्छा, यहाँ पे
or
क्या आएगा
sooner,
थर्ड
I can
कंडीशन?
say.
आप क्या बोलेंगी? If I
Yes, you are
had
absolutely
known,
right.
if I had known, I would have joined.
If I
अब यहाँ
had
थर्ड
known,
कंडीशन आया.
okay,
If I had
Yeah.
known,
I would
if
have
I had
joined.
known, I would have joined. अगर मुझे पता होता उस वक्त तो मैं ज्वाइन कर लेती. That is the unreal past. Unreal past
Yes,
you can
sir.
talk about.
Yes, I just
Had
want to
plus
try
had.
that sentence. Okay.
No
Okay.
problem, no problem. Keep trying because you're learning.
Like a type 3 condition, type 3.
Yeah, the third conditional.
We will use over here.
Type
Okay,
2
sir.
conditional, we are regretting. It's a regret. Why we are imagining?
Okay.
Why we are imagining?
Okay.
We are imagining because we have a regret inside. हमें पछतावा है. जब भी तो मैं बोल रहा हूँ अगर मैं
Yes.
अमीर होता, so I have a regret inside. That is why I'm saying if I were rich, I would help you.
Sir, is it right that if I could there, I would definitely help you, come what may?
हाँ, come what may चाहे कुछ भी हो. Yeah, come what may you can also use.
Yes,
That
sir.
is all. Yes, Miss Sidra, would you
Okay,
like to ask something? I think your hand is there. I can see.
हाउ टू मेक सेंटेंस, अगर मेरे पास पैसे होते तो मैं तुमसे
If
नहीं
I had
मांगता.
money, I would never
तो मैं
ask
तुमसे
from
नहीं
you.
मांगता.
I would never ask
Yes,
from
sir.
you. If I had money, I
I
would never
would
ask from
never
you.
ask you.
Yeah, I would never ask from you.
Okay, okay, all
If I
right.
had money, it's mean you don't have money. You have a regret inside. Like I said, if I had money, what does it mean? I don't have money. That is why I'm imagining the situation. I am imagining the situation because I don't have money. That is why I'm imagining the situation. Okay. Why you are imagining? The question is that you are imagining a situation or you are speculating something because you have a regret or you are making the situation unreal. You know, like you said, if I could speak well, I would be happy. अगर मैं अच्छी बोल सकती, अगर मैं उड़ सकती, if I could fly, I would go too high. You can use if plus could as well. अच्छा, tomorrow I will teach you if plus could as well. If plus could, if plus will, or if plus would as well. अच्छा, sometime we are using directly starting sentence with verb without if. That is called the question inversion. है ना? Like मैं कहता हूँ अगर पिक्चर जेन्युइन होती तो मैं क्या कहूँगा? वर द पिक्चर जेन्युइन. हम ऐसे भी बना सकते हैं. We can make a sentence like this without if. That is called the question inversion. We can invert it. है ना? मैं बोलता हूँ वर द पिक्चर जेन्युइन. Same if the picture were genuine, so you can speak were the picture genuine, it would be worth of £1,000,000. अगर पिक्चर ओरिजिनल होती तो उसकी कीमत millions pound में होती. Same if the picture were genuine, remove the if and you can directly start were the picture genuine. Right? I said were I rich? Like if I were rich, I would help you. But that is rare position. But you can use something like that if the question or if the sentence come across like that, don't get confused. Were the decision to go against us, we would appeal. है ना? If the decision were go to the against us, अगर situation हमारे against जाती तो हम appeal करते हैं, something like that. So we can use if we were, we can directly start with the were as well. That is called the question inversion. Remember this. Okay. Second conditional means imaginary present we are talking about. So whenever we are talking about the imaginary present, we are using past simple, past continuous. On the other side, on the main clause, we can use would, could, might. With the if clause, we can use past simple or past continuous. Can you give me any sentence with the past continuous? Like I said, if I were sleeping, I would be dreaming. Can you give me? Can you try any sentence? One of the sentence in the past continuous, imaginary past continuous. Can you try? Any of you? I'm waiting. In the past continuous, past simple you have already made. So why did you try in the past continuous? Like if it were raining, I would be enjoying. If I were a rich man, I would buy you a house like a palace. If I could speak English very well, I would look for a job in foreign companies. Okay, let's see. Okay, type 2 more sentences are there. If I were you, I wouldn't marry with him, or I wouldn't marry him. If she were ill, I couldn't attend the meeting. Of if it were snowy, I would go out using the type 2
Sir?
negative. Okay.
If I were qualified a competitive exam, I would be an officer.
That is very good. Like I said, if I woke up later, I wouldn't be aware of what happened. If my mother didn't remind me, I would forget my work sheet at home. If she were angry, she wouldn't not talk to us. Using type 2 conditional and question as well. अच्छा हम लोग question भी बना सकते हैं. What would happen if humans disappeared? Or what would you do if the first you free the fire that broke out? Would you cry if he left you? What would happen if you didn't drink water? What would you do if you're learned and you had a no bad illness? If you had learned that you had a bad illness, or if you have come to know. This is a second conditional as well. If I were clever, I would understand what I meant. If she were cooking, I would help her. If he could come here, they would show him something that you would like. If I had to attend the meeting, I would miss the plane. If you should join us, agar aap hame join kar sake, something like that, you wouldn't be bored. If I had enough experience for the job, the boss could hire him. If I could speak English very well, I would look for a job in a foreign companies. If I understand what teacher said, I couldn't tell you a bad illness. Okay. Third, I think third would be better if you could do it tomorrow. Okay, now you can try some of the sentences. I'm waiting. Now it's your turn. You can give me some of the conditional sentence, imaginary, in the past continuous, in the past simple.
Sir, is it right sentence?
good-
If I were getting more education, I could teach.
Yeah, that's right. I could teach or I could be teaching. That is both are possible.
I could be teaching is also right.
हाँ, हो सकता है मैं पढ़ा रही होती, और I could teach, हो सकता है मैं पढ़ाती. Yeah, that is also. You can convert the main clause into ing as well. Main clause को भी हम ing में convert कर सकते हैं, be लगा के ing form में. I would be, like I said, if I were sleeping, I would be dreaming. If it were raining, I would be enjoying. If I were driving, I would be listening songs. अगर मैं गाड़ी चला रहा होता तो मैं गाने सुन रहा होता. That is also possible. We can convert the word into the continuous form as well. But that is all about the unreal present. सारे क्या हैं? Unreal present है. Whether in a running or not. चाहे वो रनिंग हो चाहे ना हो. अच्छा, इस तरह भी जुमले हो सकते हैं. अगर आप यहाँ नहीं होती तो कहाँ होती? If you were not here, where would you be? अगर आप स्टूडेंट नहीं होती तो क्या होती? मैं बोलता हूँ, what would you be if you were not a student? अगर आप मुझसे पूछते सर अगर आप टीचर नहीं होते तो आप क्या होते? तो आप बोलेंगे if you were not a teacher, what would you be? मैं बोलता हूँ if I were not a teacher, I would be a doctor. है ना? मैं बोलता हूँ if you were not here, where would you be? If you were not in a Pakistan, which country would you be? अगर आप पाकिस्तान नहीं होती तो कौन सी कंट्री में होती? मैं बोलता हूँ if I were not in a Pakistan, I would be in Australia. है ना? We can make a question like that as well. If you were not here, where would you be? What would you do? If you were rich, what would you do? If you had a big palace, or if you had a big house, or if you had a house on the main road, what would you do? And like said, would you start Would you start a coaching center if you had a building on the main road? Would you start teaching if you were bad, if you could speak well?
Sir, is it right if I had joined fashion designer courses, I wouldn't be a dentist?
That is the past. If I joined,
Yes.
join
Yes.
करती तो मैं dentist होती. If I joined, I would be a dentist. I would be a dentist.
I would not be a dentist.
I would be a dentist.
Sir, this is
Unreal.
hypothetical situation.
Yes.
Sir, this is hypothetical
Hypothetical.
situation.
Yeah,
Then what
all are,
will we use with he, she, it? Were or was?
both are correct. But usually try to use were. Do not use was. Because that is
Because
not
it is
real. That's why.
hypothetical. Okay.
Yeah, that is why it's hypothetical. We are speculation everything. Na? All are unreal. Nothing is real.
Sir, is it
All are
right if my in-laws never support me, I wouldn't be here.
never supported me. Never supported me.
Yes.
Yeah.
Never supported me, I would not be here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be here. मैं यहाँ नहीं होती
Wouldn't
अगर वो
be here.
support नहीं करते. Yeah, I wouldn't be here. That is also possible. The
Yes,
more
sir.
you try, the more.
Yes, sir. If
All
I
are
were
aspect.
learning English, I would speak better.
Yeah, I would speak. If I would be learning English, if I were learning English, I would be speaking better.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll ask a question. Mota, what would you do if you were me? I'm asking one question.
Yes, sir.
Sir,
What would you do if you were me?
sir, you
I will-
are a good teacher.
Yeah,
If
I'm just asking
we
a
were
question.
Yes,
we
sir.
were you, we will definitely go to abroad
Oh,
because you are
this is
because
everybody is
sir,
asking me.
you are such a good speaker, so you should
Yes,
try to
sir.
go there.
Good teacher. Yes,
But
sir. And you are very
That is
calm
why
teacher.
everybody is
Calm,
asking
calm
me.
but sir,
teacher.
if
That is why
if
everybody's asking me and keep asking me why. What the hell are you doing over here? I said, okay, no, I've been here.
yes,
Since
sir,
long.
because we because as I'm talking about myself that I really want to go out, want to go abroad, but we need funds over here for that. We need a huge fund
You know
for
what
that.
you know what I do? I listen a lot. I suggest you to listen. I keep listening to English movies. Before that, before taking your class, I was watching a movie, a Naughty and Hottie. I was watching a movie. Then I listened a lot to the native. That's what I do. That is the one reason I'm fluent enough. I listen a
You
lot.
write
Whenever I
in
get the time, I
boxers,
listen.
please. You write in box.
Yeah. I was
Please.
watching a movie. I was watching one movie, Marry Me, as well. That was a good movie. I was
Marry
watching.
Me.
Yeah. I was watching one movie, Monster in Law. That was a good movie about in-law. Sass. That's a movie named Monster in Law. So that was a good movie I was
Monster-in-law.
watching. Yeah, Monster in Law. It's a really good movie you can watch. It's between a movie with a daughter-in-law and mother-in-law and husband. This is the between the movie of three of them. The movie is great. And that is the one movie I was watching, Second Act. That was a good movie I was watching. So that is why the reason is that I listen a lot. That's why you get an accent and fluency. Usually people are asking, sir, how could you be so much fluent? I said I listen a lot. Whenever I get the time, I listen a lot. I'm talking to the natives as well. That is the one reason as well. I keep talking to the from UK, US. I was working in a US call center before. So I kept talking to the US, Australia, Canada. I was calling over there. I was receiving a call. Still, I'm receiving a call. I just received a call, I think, like a half an hour ago from the native speaker from the UK. I received a call. I just took his call. I resolved this issue. I received a call from the Lisa. Miss Lisa was calling from QCCA. So she had some problem in receiving an email. She told me and I resolved it. So that is the one reason I suggest you to listen whenever you get the time, try to listen. So the more you listen, the more you get better. It's going to take some time, but you keep listening. Not one time, you should keep watching again and again. Like
Yes,
one
sir.
time.
Yeah, sir. I will go in UK, but sir, my speaking is not well. That is very big tension.
Listen one movie again and again. Do not watch one time. Watch at least 4 to 5 times the same movie.
Yes, sir. I watched a lot of movie in a COVID period, but right now, like we don't get that much time to watch movies. But we'll definitely try.
Whenever, like a
I
10
never
minutes, 15
watch
minutes.
any movies. Yeah.
Yes,
You know what
sir.
I do?
We will try. We will try.
You know what I do? Whenever I get the 10 minutes, I watch movie. Whenever I get the 15 minutes, I watch movie. Whenever I get the half an hour, I watch movie. This is what I do.
Sir, I watched
That is
short videos on a Facebook. That are also in
you can
English.
do that. Oh, you can do that as well.
Yes, sir.
You can do that. Yeah. Whatever you do, Try to listen natives. You know what?
I want
Last
to
night, what I
speak
was
with
doing.
you. Just you.
No
Yes,
problem.
sir.
Gonna be
Yes.
speaking. Gonna be speaking soon enough. If you keep working hard, definitely you're gonna be speaking. It's gonna take some time. Because I've been working long enough. That is the one reason I can speak the way I want to. I'm not getting stuck, no stuttering, no stumbling as well. That is one reason I've been doing for a long time. You've just started. Maybe it's gonna take some time, but I'll hopefully you'll be speaking well soon enough. I'm not getting stuck as well. That is the one reason. That is the one reason sir asked me to re-continue. I said okay. But I said I'm on a call, so I might have to take the
So
call.
that is the thing we want. That is the thing we want in our speaker, in a speaking, that we don't want to stuck in any place, because whenever we are talking, we just want to talk. So
Yeah,
that's
I'm not
why
getting
we,
stuck. I'm not thinking as well. I'm not thinking. I'm speaking fluently without thinking. You know, I'm listening a lot and I know the grammar. You know, I have around above 1 lakh rupees books of the grammar at my home. I spent the money. Maybe I have them ready. I'll show you the someday the books. Even in my rooms, maybe around 1 lakh rupees books I have only above 1 lakh. I spend the money. Dictionaries, collocations, slangs. Maybe I have 60 to 70 grammar books only. 50 books grammar, expensive books as well. John Eastwood, Raymond Murphy, L.G. Alexander's, all these books I have at my home. Michael Song, Oxford Dictionary, Oxford Collocation, slang, social expressions. A lot of things I have.
because you are so passionate about that, to learning
Learning.
English
I
on your
spend money.
time.
Yeah, I spend time, I spend energy, I spend money as well for learning. When I started, I bought a lot of books. Still, I have it. Above 1 lakh rupees.
Sir, I put all my energy in my dentistry life, because I really want to good in a clinical skills. But I definitely will give my
in
time or
Karachi or somewhere
efforts
else?
in English. No, sir,
Are
I'm
you
in
in Karachi?
Hyderabad. No, sir,
Oh,
I'm
you
not
are in
in
Hyderabad.
Hyderabad.
You know, I was
Yes.
coming in Hyderabad. I came to Hyderabad for teaching as well.
So really?
Yeah, I
So
came
we-
Hyderabad 3 months for teaching. That was the posh area. No, I forgot that area name. That is a posh area like Tariq Road here. No, I forgot the name. And I was coming at the Ponesat. And after Ponesat, I was taking. So I taught there 3 months. 3 months I was there. I was teaching. I came to teach in that area name. I forgot. Maybe that was the posh area. I was coming to the one area. So I came to teach 3 months over there for IELTS, one of a few students of IELTS, because my consultant started a second branch in Hyderabad. So I came 3 months in Hyderabad. You know, if you were here, I would come to you for my dentistry issue. See, I'm using second conditional. If you were here, I would come.
Sir,
I would
all
visit
time
here.
welcome. So
Yeah.
definitely, because
Yeah,
right
if
now
you were
I'm
in Karachi, I would come at your, because one of my teeth is aching now. One of my tooth is aching now.
sir, if I
Yes.
were Karachi, I would definitely join a good clinic over there.
It's not a. Do you live here? Do you live there? How long have you been living in Hyderabad?
So it's around 8 years, 8 to 9 years.
Oh.
I have been living over here, because I really
Before
want
that, where
to.
were you living?
I want to. I can see that shift in Karachi, but my husband's business is over here, so it's really difficult to
Oh,
shift
that
over
is.
there.
Yeah.
That is the
I
big
thought I
problem.
came. You know, daily I was going Hyderabad. Daily I was going and coming back like 3 to 4 years ago when I was teaching over there in a one center. I was teaching and coaching. One
So in the
institute over
coming
there.
days, you will come over here or not?
Oh yeah, if somebody start, I could. Because
Okay.
my consultant planned in the past, I was working with a consultant. I know about the Canadian immigration, Australian immigration. I know about the student immigration. I know many consultants. I was working
But
with
sir,
them.
there are so many opportunities in Karachi, but of course that's really difficult to shift over there, because the situation is the current situation is not good over there.
Yeah.
So that's why. But for my
You should
dentistry
try to
career,
put your accent as well. So you gotta
yes,
keep watching English movies so you can come closer to natives. That is
so
what you
I
need to
will
do.
definitely, because I really want to be a native speaker, because I'm trying, I'm working on my speaking or my fluency. But as you said that, watch movies or be a good listener, so I will definitely
Yeah,
do
that's what I
that.
do. That is the one reason people are asking. You know, I work with a U.S. consulate as well. You know, I taught U.S. consulate for 4
Sir,
years.
sir, I couldn't
I
be
was working
speak
with them.
so much like if I like right now I'm talking to you, But by after SKH, I can say that yes, right now I'm speaking or I'm like talking to you.
No problem. You'll get more better with the passage of time. It's going to take some
Yes,
time because you've
yes,
just
sir.
started. Maybe I've been doing
Yes,
for a
sir.
long time.
Everything,
You've just
every
started.
good thing will take time. So
Ah, no,
definitely.
I spent for my English 2 to 3 years continuously. 2 to 3 years I worked for my English. Then it started getting better.
And so I'm working like I have been working in English since I can say since 2 months, but I definitely will continue my that spirit or
Buy
that
some
effort.
buy some books to practice, like a Michael Thorne, L.G. Alexander,
Yes, sir.
Johnny
I
Stewart,
have many
and
English
Diamond
books
Murphy.
in my home at my home.
Yeah.
I will
Buy some
definitely.
grammar books.
But sir, I'm not a good reader. I can see I'm not a book lover. I'm not fond of books, but I will try because whenever I get time, I just read my dentistry books because right now I'm working on that, so I don't get that much time as I'm a house.
Oh, no problem. Read
No,
for
sir,
10-15
female
minutes. No
hasn't
problem.
time.
Yes, sir. We'll try.
No problem. Whenever you get the free time, whenever you want to change your mood, try to read some grammar books. Yeah, I
Yes,
used to
sir.
read a lot of grammar
That's a
books.
really good
Really.
idea. Yes, sir. I will.
I have one book of one page I want to show you. You should buy Longman Activator. It's a very good book for improving your vocabularies. Or you can
Okay.
go for the John Eastwood and AJ Thompson. These are the very good books. And
Yes,
LG
sir. I
Alexander.
have that. I have that books.
Yeah.
Johnson Times one.
Okay, I think
I
I've been
will
waiting.
join.
I've been waiting for your another teacher. Where is she? I think. Do you have another class? Right now, I've been
Yeah.
waiting. I don't know.
Yes.
Do you have another
Yes.
class?
Yes, the teacher's here. Our teacher's
Teacher
here.
is already here. Okay. I
Yes.
don't know. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow. I've been waiting. I said maybe the teacher is not here. Okay, no problem.
teacher.
Thank you so much,
Okay,
Okay,
sir,
okay,
teacher.
for
inshallah.
giving your
Today very
time.
Tomorrow
good
we'll
conversation,
start
teacher.
conditional. Okay,
Thank you,
take
sir.
care.
Thank you.
Take care.
Take care,
Allah
sir.
Hafiz.
Manila.
Love you,
Love
sir.
you, sir.